Hey everyone, I'm back with an updated Evil Twin Spright list. The new season just started, and I was able to speedrun through Gold Rank in a little over 2 hours with a 75% win rate. I have made several updates to the deck from my last guide, so I'll only talk about those changes. If you haven't seen it yet, check out my full guide and I'll link it below. First, starting on June 8th, Sprite Blue is semi-limited, so I just removed the third copy. I don't think this mattered too much. Second, I added the anti-tier cards like Crow and Dimension Shifter. Third, we have a small Melfy package consisting of Caddy, Penny, and Herald of Arclight. Finally, I wanted to be able to finish games quickly, so I have both Gamma Burst and Cat Shark. This combos well with Dimension Shifter, since if our opponent just passes, we can just OTK. The extra deck is pretty tight, since I'm trying to end the game quickly by swarming the board with level, rank, and link 2 monsters. I can't really justify link 4s. From my experience, I rarely end on Masquerena, but if I do, Unicorn is usually enough. This deck is amazing going first, and unless they open with Dark Ruler, you probably already won. Going second on the other hand is mostly dependent on getting either Dimension Shifter or Max C, otherwise it will be a tough duel. Let's go over duels that highlight these scenarios. We are going first against Tearlament, and we open with the perfect hand. I start with Kissakill summoning Lilla, and then Special Blue and Carrot adding Jet to my hand. You might be wondering why I would use my 5th summon on Gigantic. It is because I do not think people are playing Nibiru, and by extension Ogre, since they are pretty bad against Tier. The only hand trap I was worried about at this point was Effect Veiler, but I think that is still less common than Imperm, and we already have Carrot on board. Gigantic summons Caddy. Just in case I need it later, we can always bring it back with Elf. I link those two into Dagda. I special Elf to set Scythe and then add Smashers to my hand. And now from here, we just go into the usual link for Elf to summon back Kissakill, and then we go into our twin combo. Summoning Kissakill while Lilla is on board lets us draw a card, and we drew the second best card in our deck. I summon Red and link into another Kissakill and set Smashers. Every single one of our 8 cards are activatable. The only way they can even try to win is by opening with 2 evenly matches, which is possible since they are playing 3. They start with Keldo, discarding a YGO, but we ash it keeping it in their hand. We attempt to summon back Lilla, and Crow banishes a YGO before it can mill. Lilla attempts to pop Scythe, and then they chain Heartbeat to it to shuffle it back into the deck, but we negate it with Carrot by tributing Kissakill, and then we bring back Kissakill with Lilla. Kissakill will give us another free draw, and then we summon Scythe. If we only play good cards, every draw is amazing. They already left, but we still had effects from Elf, Red, Smashers, and Maxi available. This time we are going against Naturia tier without any interruptions. I am sure we are all tired of seeing the tier gameplay, so let's just fast forward through their plays. They end on 2 negates, an Elf to summon Merly, a face down, and 2 cards in hand including a Naturia Cricket. It turns out that their last card was Maxi. We start with Lilla and it gets negated with Rukalos. I chain Starter to it, and then Barone negates it. I chain Smashers to banish Carrot, and then Elf summons back Merly. I misplay here, and I should have banished the Merly instead of the Rugalos, but in any case we would still have to play under Maxi. Also, remember that Barone negates an activation of a card so we can play another starter. I summon Blue, but unfortunately it also gets negated. So no matter what, we are so far behind that we can't win. If only we opened a hand trap like Shifter or Maxi, we would have easily won since they didn't have Called By, Crossout, or Ash Blossom. I just go into battle to clear my field so I can scare them a little with my non-existent evenly matched. In the end phase, I summon Caddy, and then they draw another card under Maxi while negating it with Dragostapelia. If you're planning to play this deck, you can expect a lot of your duels to be similar to the ones that we just went over. I really like this deck, and I will have to see how well it compares with the new Bestial cards coming out next week. I will be replacing DD Crows, but I am not sure what else. I have prepared another replay that I think you might enjoy. It is against Dragonmaid branded Tearlament. Also, if you didn't know, the Master Circuit Series Invitational is on June 10th. I will be doing a lot of testing, specifically when the new packs arrive. There are different variants of sprites and tier decks that I have been working on. I really want to focus on testing to try and top the event, but I'll try to release videos in between sessions. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time.